Welcome to the Michigan Skier Show with our host, Jim Neff. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Welcome to this edition of the Michigan Skier. I'm your host, Jim Neff. We're here today at Caberfae Peaks, which was one of the legendary ski resorts in Michigan. And I'm here with Tim Meyer, one of the owners of Caberfae Peaks. And Tim, Caberfae started in 1938 as a cooperative effort, and it was one of the first destination resorts in the country and certainly in Michigan.
Yes, and the reason for that is because of the great amount of snow that this area always gets.
Tim, it was a cooperative effort, I think, between the Civilian Conservation Corps and a lot of local volunteers that literally carved the runs out of the Manistee National Forest.
That's correct. There were a lot of people who gave a lot of time, my father being one of them, and many others who gave their time to get this ski resort launched.
Tim, in the early days, skiers would come here not only by car, but by train and bus, any way possible. You've been skiing here a lot of years. Tell us about what it was like to ski when you were a little kid around Caberfae Peaks.
What I liked about it was how friendly everybody was, and it's a tradition that Caberfae Peaks has tried to carry on. Everyone feels comfortable here.
Now, Tim, your family acquired the resort during the 1980s?
That's correct.
And you've kind of, over the years, melded the old resort with the new resort. And tell us a little bit about that process of building South Peak and North Peak, because North Peak incorporates some of the traditional old runs that Caberfae was known for.
Yes, that's right. As I mentioned, the friendliness of Caberfae, but I always thought that as a kid that the terrain could be better. It could be developed into more than it was then. And we spent 15 years developing Caberfae Peaks, changing the terrain, making it making more skiable vertical drop for the skier so he enjoys a longer run. And we now feel that we have terrain that matches up with anywhere in the state of Michigan.
We're standing in front of the Mckenzie Lodge, one of the great buildings here at Caberfae. And Caberfae has always been a great place to bring families. Tim, the friendliness that you talk about certainly extends to families. It's always been a popular place to come, way back from the 1930s to the present day.
That's correct. From back when I was a young boy coming out here with my family, bringing the basket full of lunch, and in many respects it hasn't changed from that standpoint, because people still bring their lunches and have a great time.
Tim, I've often called this Caberfae Resort as sort of the Alta of the Midwest, and you've agreed with me with that characterization. When I say that, in your mind, what am I talking about?
I think that's exactly the right analogy, Jim, because Caberfae Peaks is about great terrain and great skiing without the fancy trappings that you find at other resorts. People go to Alta and they come back and they rave about it. And people who come here who say that, well, I've been skiing at Boyne and I had no idea you had skiing this good at Caberfae. This is great. One
of the unique aspects of Caberfae, ingrained in its history, is the Caberfae Ski Club. With me is David Reiser of the Caberfae Ski Club. And David, the resort started actually in 1937 as they began to build it, opened in 38, and the ski club was close behind in 1939. Tell us a little bit about the early days of the Caberfae Ski Club.
Well, the ski club was started by the people who started the ski area. A year or so after the area was started, they decided to start the ski club, and the ski club actually ran the area in those early years in cooperation with the Forest Service. Then during the war, everyone had to take a hiatus because most of the members of the men had to go off to war. And then back after the war was over in 1946, the club was reactivated, and a parcel of property was purchased here at the base of the hill. And in 1947 and 48, the club was built by the members. So we've actually been a club since 1939 and had our own unique facilities here at the base of the hill since the mid-1940s.
Now, one of the most unique parts about the Caberfae Ski Club, Dave, is that it is at the base of the hill. I don't know anywhere else in Michigan where a private club is located so close to the lifts.
No, I'm not aware of any either, and it's a great advantage to us to be located so conveniently to the skiing.
Now, if a person were to come to the Caberfae Ski Club and walk in this great old building, what would they find in there?
Well, we have 2 lounge areas where people can change their clothing. We have 2 locker rooms where people can rent lockers and leave their ski equipment here during the week. We have a dining room, and we have a kitchen staff, and we have an upstairs lounge.
One of the great things about the Caberfae Ski Club, Dave, is evidenced by the friendly atmosphere here at Caberfae and the blue-collar ethic, is that even though it's a private club, anyone is eligible to join, and we do have members from statewide.
That's correct. We have members from Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan. About half of our membership is local, people living in the area, and the other half are people who are downstaters or out-of-staters.
Well, if you want more information about the Caberfae Ski Club, you can get it on the internet by going to www.caberfaeskiclub.org. We hope you enjoyed this look at Caberfae Peaks and the history of this wonderful legendary resort in Michigan. Until next time, I'm your host, Jim Neff.